Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. To the air right away is Brady. This one completes Alec Pierce. Night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Brady. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Play action. Now it's Brady. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5 now. Brady drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Touchdown Raiders. Alec Pierce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got Pierce. Touchdown! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Bills nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you start the other offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't really press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw for Prescott. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Brady to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
46.
And again, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Jalen Guyton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
This is caught at the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about what if things get a little rocky early. They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot, stay the course. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Hey, kill! What are you coming?
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He will find his man Chase complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st down, Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Prescott's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Whenever you call it the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Prescott. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Touchdown, Bills. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's out right at the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And some space here. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead. A point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give left side to Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Brady now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get out for the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Brady now on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Alec Pierce with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Brady. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run the play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Dak. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Brady, and this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. perhaps next time.
So for Las Vegas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 now on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the Dolphins are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Allegingle punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Burrow wins the target, and he has it over the middle. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after that initial contact. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
The quarterback will keep it himself, and he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here, so the lead will remain at 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he showed it in that gear, he was an absolute baller out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals have regained the lead.
Here we go, here we go.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on wrecking mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, Maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
11 MP tank. 11 MP tank.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here we go.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 35 on second down, Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll come out in the pistol. On first and 10, it's Mostert. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
97.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
43 rail. 52 plus.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Let's go.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Tua sets up to pass it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And Daxton Hill will bring this out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer. Because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game. Because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
On one, right?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. 11. To the air again, Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage? After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first down at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 70 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Here we go. Check right.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurry, hurry.
Tua. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tua to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Here's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Also, the sideline just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Burrow. Flushed out right. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. It's third down. To throw, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins have just about sewn